Is it true that Ms. Renata asked you to wear a mask, but you refused to do so yesterday?
Yes.
Is it true that at the department meeting yesterday in front of all employees, you objected to her instructions to tell the public not to enter the shop and to remain in the designated waiting area? That you got upset and said, I'm not making people wear a mask in this government building?
I did say that, but I did not say in a government building. I said I will not instruct anyone not to wear a mask in this building. This building has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doors. All doors are open. It's open air. There's no difference between out there in that building and then outside. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Mr. Bonnette, do you have any medical training?
No, I don't.
Okay, thank you.
And my question to her was, why are we being singled out? Because again,
you're being singled out, sir, because you're insubordinate.
No, why?
Please listen to me as we go through this.
No,
okay?
Yeah, okay. All right.
You're being singled out because you also said that the governor was going to lift the mask mandate in buildings, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what was said. Yeah.
That's not true, is it?
Hey,
That's a false statement.
Did we know that at the time?
Sir.
I never said he was going to lift it. I said the government was going to make a speech about the masks today. We may not have to wear masks in a public building tomorrow.
Again, sir.
I did not. I don't know. I'm not in touch with John Bell Edwards. I don't know what he had to say. But that was my words.
You also said that you did not need to wear a mask in the shop. Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, you ever tried working underneath a car with a mask on?
And did Ms. Renata instruct you to wear a mask in the shop?
Yeah, but I mean, I have not worn a mask in the shop since we've been back.
Okay.
We did
you were wear your uniform, and you said you did not have any, even though she provided you with 3 shirts before the pandemic.
She provided me with 3 shirts before the pandemic. They were the what do you call the wick shirts? After I washed them, they did not fit anymore. They were too tight.
Did you object and challenge all of her orders with
No.
a negative, uncooperative attitude?
I just stated that the shirts didn't fit. I couldn't wear them. I needed shirts. She picked up the uniforms during the pandemic. I have no uniforms.
Thank you. With regard to Ms. Renata's orders, are you generally objecting to them and negative and uncooperative?
No. I do my job.
Were you unnecessarily ugly and rude to a general services employee, David Mang, when he asked for a Band-Aid?
I feel that I wasn't. I talked to the fella. He said I was not rude to him. He said Miss Renata was rude to him about the mask.
Right. Did you tell Miss Renata that you were not aware of the status of Michael Carter's vehicle?
That happened at. Can I have a second? That happened early in the morning. On a can I go through the deal with you? Walk you through what happened with the truck?
Sure.
Okay, Thursday morning after the 3 days of rain, the fellow Mike Carter that drives the truck, he came in and he says, Kevin, I got a light on in this truck and I need to pump 3 wells out bad, the sewage department. I said, okay, Mike. I said, let me go look at it. I said, sometimes these codes are bogus. Sometimes they mean nothing. Sometimes they mean something. I said, let me go see. Let me check your DEF and everything because there's a DEF code. Everything checked out. And I said, look, let me call Brandon at Kenner Automotive. I talked to Brandon, and Brandon said, can you send him in about an hour, and I'll scan the truck real quick and make sure nothing big is going on, and he can just go on and use the truck. I said, okay. So I told Mike, and Mike said, okay, I'll do that. So what Mike did on his end, I have no idea. But the next morning, Mike went to get fuel at the fuel depot back there. And he came back in here. And Miss Renata came in on the tail end of it. I'm saying because she didn't know what happened the day before. Mike told me the truck shut down. It's only going 15 miles an hour. And I said, damn, Mike. I said, okay, let's see. I said, Brandon never called me back. It's 7:30 in the morning. I said, he's not there till 9. I'll call him and find out what's going on. Park the truck in the big lot out there, and I'll find out what's going on. At that time, I had no information. I did not know what was wrong with the truck. All that I know is the truck shut down. That's it. So later that day, Brandon called me. He returned my phone call, and he said the knock sensor is bad on it. I'm gonna order some knock sensors. He said it's gonna take a few days. Whenever I get them in, I'll put them in. And I said, okay. I said, what are we gonna do about getting the truck to you? He said, look, I'll come early in the morning. I'll jump in the truck. I'll get my dad in front of me with a wrecker truck. Get one of your guys behind me, and I'll drive at 15 miles an hour to my shop to take care of it. Because the tow on that truck is very expensive. So that's what was done. At that time there, later on that day, I knew it. And I did not have a work order on it because I did not ask the guy to write a work order the first day he came there. I was trying to get him out, keep the truck on the road, keep the sewage from backing up in people's houses, you should say. Just trying to keep him going so they can do their job. And I wrote the list that I turn in to Sue every day, and I forgot the truck. I forgot all about it. I didn't put it on there. I didn't have the work order. I go through my work orders. The truck was not parked here. It was parked in the big lot. She called and questioned me, and I said, okay, I'll put it on there. I informed her everything. At the time that I had information, I gave her my information. I did not withhold information.
Did you know it had been at Kenner Automotive when she asked you where it was and what the status was?
It was not at Kenner Automotive. I knew it was at Kenner Automotive that day, but I don't know. She walked off and never asked no more. So I never gave no, I never said nothing. But I mean, she did.
The status of the vehicle was, did you know it had been at Kenner Automotive? Yes or no?
She knew it. She knew at the time that whenever Mike Carter was here, that the truck was at Kenner Automotive, because he said, he said Brandon scanned it. Did he get back with you? She knew at the time that it was at Kenner Automotive.
When she asked you the status, did you tell her you didn't know anything about it because you didn't have a work order?
I told her I didn't know nothing about it because I had not talked to Brandon yet. Yes.
Okay.
And I mean.
Did you tell Ms. Renanza that there was a police officer in the work area?
Yes, he was sitting down right out there inside the shop behind that table. And she said he was not inside, he was outside.
Isn't that table where the public is supposed to wait?
No, usually no one waits there. We don't do work for the public. Our work is usually drop a vehicle off. The policeman will usually go outside. He sat there and played on his cell phone the whole time they did an oil change.
Isn't that table where the public is greeted and explained explain what the problem is?
That table is there where the public comes in and fills out work orders for us to work on the trucks. Yes. But usually, in the past, they used to come in with masks. Everybody's been a little relaxed now. Hardly anyone wears a mask, and they'll walk in there without a mask.
I don't really care what everybody else does, sir. This is about...
Well, I'm talking about the public, the people that come out and fill in that work order.
I really don't care about the public, sir.
Okay,
I really don't.
You were asking about the public, so.
Does Ms. Renanza ask you for status updates and you refuse to give the information and you tell her to go look it up herself?
Never.
You've never said that?
Never.
You've never said that?
Never. I've always filled out the paperwork, and the paperwork that I filled out, me and my wife sat at home and came out with that system to do that paperwork so she will know what's going on every day, to make it easy on all of us. That was not handed to me. She will call me. Some days I may be late on filling out the paperwork because I come in and I have several things to do. I have trucks that need to go out, things that need to be done, tail lights, this and that. I can't tell a man, oh, I'm doing paperwork, hold up for your tail light, So it may be 10, 11 o'clock sometimes. I came in Monday, I was on vacation for 3 days. It took me till about 10:30 to do what I had to do. But I had a pile of paperwork on my desk I had to go through. I had about 7 problems to sort through. I had to talk to my guys and update me what went on for the last 3 days. What was the status on these vehicles?
Did you read Ms. Renanza's memo to you of April 19th?
I probably did, but could you refresh my memory about that?
And she asked you for greater details regarding vehicle repair list information?
Yes, and
correct?
I started putting on there that these parts were ordered, these are the problems. Some of them we hadn't looked at. If we never looked at it, I put on there we never looked at it yet. It has to be looked at. I mean, if it has a check engine light on, it could be 100,000 different things. You know, until we look at it and scan it, then we know what is wrong with it. Until then, we don't. But I've never put parts on there. I used to just always check them. If you look at the paperwork I have, I'll just put on there parts ordered. And it has a check mark. And that's what I've done in the past. She asked me to give her more detail. I gave her more detail. I can't give no more than that. And I mean, like, there's one on there right now, 2187. I put on there, we changed the spark plugs and coils, and it's still running bad. Have to dig a little further. You know, it's not coming up with no codes. It's not perfect science. Now you're relying on my knowledge to fix it. So, I mean, I put that on there. After she requested it, I have been doing it, yes. And then she said I was rude to Mike Carter. There's a letter in there saying Mike Carter stating that I was not rude to him.
I don't really care what Mr. Carter says. Ms. Renata witnessed it.
So, if I say I witnessed the murder and you never shot him, that makes that man guilty? That man wrote a statement.
It means I believe Ms. Renata.
Wait, what's that?
It means I don't think Ms. Renata's lying.
Okay, so from now on, I'm going to plead the fifth. I'm going to be silent.
You signed a letter on April 27th with regard to an instruction
I said yes.
following a meeting that was held saying that you have received, read, and understood the memo regarding face masks and employees must wear them in the shop. You remember that?
Yes, and I signed it and I put on there I do not agree with it.
Okay. Are you the director?
No, I'm not the director.
Are you the mayor?
I'm not the mayor.
Are you the governor?
I'm not the governor.
Are you a member of the Centers for Disease Control?
No, my brother is.
Okay. Just checking to make sure I got it right.
But okay, can I ask you a question? Why do my guys have to wear a mask inside that shop with all those doors? Building maintenance is right now working right there through that window in that office buildings. And I guarantee you there's 5 guys in there, they don't even have a mask around their neck. Why don't they have to wear it? If I'm required to wear a mask, how come they're not required to wear a mask? Same difference. I'm singled out.
You're not singled out. You're a member of this department. And if you don't want to follow the rules of this department, you're welcome to retire, sir. Is that what you'd like to do?
If I had 25 years, I wouldn't even be at this meeting. But I'm just saying, you know,
we're tired of your attitude.
Okay, all right. I'll try to change it the best I can.
No, you won't.
Okay, so. Okay.
You won't change it.
All right.
Because you've been obstinate this entire time.
Sir, I'm pleading my case.
No, you're not. You're an obnoxious individual based on the reports of your supervisor.
Okay.
You're disrespectful and insubordinate.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And you don't do your job.
I don't do my job? I've been here 23...
No, you don't do your job, because your job is to obey her.
Okay.
That's your job. And if she says wear a mask, you wear a mask. And if you don't like it, go find another job.
I got you.
You are a problem, sir.
Okay.
Your attitude is terrible and it's infecting the entire department.
Okay.
If you're the shop foreman, aren't you supposed to be a leader?
I don't know about a leader. But I mean,
well, I tell you what.
My job is
to... If you want to be a leader, you need to resign your position as foreman.
Okay.
Would you like to do that?
Is As long as it don't affect my pay.
No, sir, you don't seem to understand. When I said resign, I mean resign employment with the city.
No, I'm not resigning employment with the city at this moment. No, sir.
Okay. Mr. Renatza says you have a negative, disrespectful attitude, you're immature, and you constantly battle with or creating a hostile work environment and devastating the morale of the department. Are you pleasant to deal with?
I can't answer that question.
Well, we can answer it for you.
Okay.
I can tell you, sir, that your behavior has reached the mayor. And everyone, from the mayor on down, is fed up with your behavior. Are we clear?
Yes.
You got anything else to say?
Yes. Should I go ahead and just retire today before you fire me?
Yeah, that'd be great.
So you're planning on firing me?
I think it would be best if you retired.
Okay. Done. I'm not gonna
We'll get the
lose.
paperwork to you. Thank you.
Okay.
You're excused.
And all that I can say, do I leave now? Because I mean, I have a lot of stuff here. I have tools. I have everything I got to get. When do we start this?
Start it right now.
Yes, sir.
Leave your keys, your ID badge, anything that belongs to the city, including that iPad.
Got you.
Okay? Thank
So-
you.
All righty. Thank you.